Yeah, the denominations of nowadays, many Bishakahola Massacre is what I've learned recently. That never trust anyone.
The Shakawana is worse.
Yeah, like
Worse,
don't
yeah.
give them your whole heart.
My name is Bill.
My name is Benjamin. Bill and I, we are friends. So, Billy, what is the best advice you ever received?
The best advice I've ever received. I was in high school and it was from my, I think, classmate, alikuwa my desk mate, and he told me it was a relationship advice. He told me if I was to settle with someone, I should settle for a person whom like we share some things in common. Like I settle for some, and I should not settle for less. I settle for what I want, and I think it was the best advice I've ever received so far. Yeah.
Okay, in my case, the best advice I've ever received is that I be courageous and be confident about life and what it brings with it. That was from my uncle. Yeah, I love that man. After Billy, my uncle is the best friend. Yeah, he always teaches me to stay positive and as sure as for as long as this will spin, man, one day we'll make it.
For sure. What is your biggest fear in life?
Yeah, I think my biggest fear in life is not meeting my goals.
My biggest fear in life, I think, is what I fear in life is like not achieving my goals too, because I'm always scared of turning. The days are going, and we have a lot to achieve. So my biggest fear is like not like making my parents proud. We have a lot, man. But yeah, that's my biggest fear, not achieving my goals and my plans. Though I'm working towards them. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, what are your future goals and aspirations?
My future goals are, I have like, I love entertainment so much, so I'm planning to have like this record label in future where like I can nurture other friends, other people who will share the same like talent and passion. My aspiration is from like where I come from, like in Africa, as a country, as a continent, like we have a long way to go in entertainment. So like I'm looking forward for the change that I will bring, as time goes by. Yeah.
So, most people have got many goals in life to achieve.
Yeah.
And aspirations. So, as for me, I aspire to be a great man and set a good example to the family base and friends as well. So, my future goals after I aspire to become so big. That one you know very well, big. We are from far.
You'll achieve, man. Just believe in yourself. I'm sure you will like make it. Yeah. And I believe in you too, so should not worry. Like the future is, as long as you're doing the right stuff, man. Yeah. You're going to make it in life. How do you define success in your life, and do you feel like you are currently achieving it?
Success.
How do you define it?
Success is being successful. Like meeting what you ever dreamed of, living that life. Like as per now, I'm living the life. I'm about to live that life. And
You're
I
about
bet
to leave, I'm you're leaving.
I'm making the steps toward living that life.
Okay.
Okay, I fight each and every day to make my future be a success than the yesterday. Yeah.
So currently you feel like you're achieving it.
Yeah, I'm on the verge of making it.
To me, success is like changing the to me, what I call success is when I change the situation of something or someone, like from where they were to where they wanted to be. Like helping someone from a point to another, to me is a success. And I feel like currently I'm achieving it because most of my friends, we are not where we used to be. And it's because of us being together and, always advising each other on matters of life, blah blah blah. When we have something going on, it's like we share, and to me that is a success because at least one is not where he was emotionally, and even in terms of growth, because we started when man to look where we had nothing, but now we have at least jobs, we have homes, like we have a place to sleep, and to me that's a success. It's a success. Yeah.
What are some of the things we admire and appreciate about each other?
I admire like your hard work, man. Like how you wake up, go to work. Like even that right now, I'm sure you're supposed to go to night shift, and you're like you have the sacrifice that you make in life. I admire them so much because you tend to like put our friendship first before like the rest of this, like while that's as we grow, the world comes with a lot of responsibilities, but we tend to like try and make our friendship be strong because people change, and I've seen many people change because of their jobs, because of their position, because of their growth, and I admire the fact that we're always constant. Our friendship is always constant throughout like our life. Yeah.
We can't mention it all.
Yeah.
I admire a lot of things about you, Billy. First of all, is coming in between when I'm stuck. And I've read like it is the end. It seems to be the end. You always advise me to stay that positive, admire the good things that life is bringing before us. Admire a lot of things. You cannot mention it all.
Yeah, we have like a lot of memories.
Yeah, the memories that we've spent together is very much better.
Yeah. How do you handle conflicts and disagreement with your friends?
I don't think that we ever come to disagreement with most of my friends, but then at some point we disagree on terms of making some of the decisions come through. Yeah, so I call upon someone who I see is capable of making us be in good terms, and then we just stay genuine and tell the truth. Then he or she will come in and help us.
How I handle my conflict and disagreement with my friends and with Benjamin. I am a very bad-tempered person, so most of the time when we disagree, I prefer to walk away, go for a walk to like cool off, because the moment we are there together arguing, we find to always get messy. We can even fight, So I always try and avoid the environment we are in, the environment that caused the disagreement, and I like go for a walk. I just go, come back later when at least the tension is gone, and the fear of losing your friend, the fear of fighting with your best friend is so terrible that can make you like feel like you're losing it. So I always tend to go for a walk, come back later, maybe jioni. Yeah.
If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go and why?
I've always like wanted to be at the seashore, like where if it's in Kenya, I'll say Mombasa, but around the world, Seychelles. It's always like I've grown watching movies, and every time I see a movie from that part of the world, I always feel like I need to be there. Like the coastal view, the breeze, ukiwa na jua ikichomoka. It's always like a nice view for me.
Yeah, the breeze. I also ever liked that breeze so much. I'd like to be at the coastal beaches. Yeah.
I would go, man. Surely do. The changa. What are you currently reading, watching, or listening to?
I'm currently a student, so I'm reading 2 books. Okay, I'm doing the civil engineering. Those are the books that I always read, the motivational books sometimes. Yeah.
And what are you listening to?
The auditions. I listen to the auditions.
Watching
music. Yeah, I like watching movies too.
What I'm currently reading, I'm doing music production. I'm into entertainment so much. What I'm watching, I've started watching series recently, and there's another one that is really, really taking my time when I'm free. It's called Beef. And yeah, Beef. It's on Netflix. You should check it out, by the way. And what I'm listening to, I love Afrofusion so much. So currently I'm listening to Six Gang. There's a new group called Six Gang. They're doing music. They're doing it's a group of my friends that have come together to sing. So I'm currently listening to them. So my people have not yet like recognized them outside there, but so far they are my favorite artists locally. Yeah.
Billy, what is something new or existing that has happened in your life recently?
Something new that has happened in my life. Something that new. I think there's the reason why I shaved. I never knew I was going to shave. Like I was going through a pressure of I needed a new job, and I was currently on another job. So the pressure was like where I needed to go, I needed to shave everything, like from the beards, and it was the hardest decision I've ever made in my life. It changed the view, how I looked, and everything, like from school, and it was like a new life. It was like a new beginning for me because people viewed me differently. People were like, "Hey, Bill, what's up? What's going on?" And I felt like it was a new experience, and so far so good. I think shaving everything, like it was the something I did new. Yeah.
Something new about me, and you know it. About shaving, I know you're somebody who liked at some point to rear, say, dreadlocks and
Yeah.
So about me, the newest thing that I ever came across is that working partly and then reading partly. Being man there. It's so tough. Yeah.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
If you could have dinner with any historical figure, who would it be and why?
come up again.
If you could have dinner with any historical figure, who will it be and why? Any legend you would love to have dinner with? If you could have dinner with any legend, an historical figure though.
Why? That is not easy for me. Don't have enough.
Me, I think if I could have dinner with any historical figure, it would be like Jomo Kenyatta, the first president. Like I would really want to know the motivation behind him. Fighting for like the whole country. People are so mean outside there. Like for you to find somebody who's ready to fight for the nation, it's so rare. So I would really like to know what was motivating him, like the whole idea behind him being the first president, like the dream. So I would really like to know, man. I wish.
The likes of Tomboya.
Yeah.
So what is something you have always wanted to learn but doesn't have the resources to?
I've always wanted to do the forklifting, like driving these big machines, the forklifters, but I think it's the time, and it's like so challenging to me because it really requires time and a lot of resources, school, it's expensive, so yeah.
I have always wanted to learn about art. And then I don't have the enough resources, the capital, and the time.
What are you most grateful for? What are you most grateful for in your life now and why? What are you most grateful for in your life now and why?
Designer. I like designing. That is why I love art. And then because that is what I actually do as per now, I want to be familiarized with the modern, the decent arts. Yeah, come up with new structures. Yeah.
I'm grateful because of the fact that I'm into entertainment, and it's making me to meet a lot of new characters, new personas, new faces, and I'm able to make meaningful like relationship with some of these people that I meet while under this field of entertainment, and I'm just feeling like good about it. I'm so grateful about it too. Yeah.
What is something you've learned recently that surprised you?
Something that I've learned recently that surprised me is like I saw a clip on TikTok, like how these beggars in the streets, pretend to be in pain. They pretend to be in need of something, yet they are like just conning people, and they're like daylight. Because I'm always passionate when I see someone in the streets, lying, no food. I help them with that open-hearted. So the day I saw that video on TikTok, I was so disappointed and I was so shocked by the way. I never knew that people could do that, Yeah.
Yeah, the denominations of nowadays, man, the Shakahola massacre is what I've learned recently. That never trust anyone.
The Shakahola is worse.
Yeah, don't give them your whole heart. You just live by yourself and do what is good.
Wow.
You don't have to trust someone by their titles.
Actually, I'm not following the Shakahola stuff because it's so terrifying. It's so at a point it's so annoying because you fail to understand why somebody can do that to like innocent mothers, children. Do you remember how we met?
Yeah, sure. Something funny about it is that we got our minds just flowing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was so natural.
it was so natural. And then what we shared at that moment, you remember? Yeah.
Yeah, I remember how we met, and the funny thing I remember about us, like the eye-catching stuff, is that we never knew we would like talk and be friends because we met through someone else, and we don't talk to him like we do right now, So it's the best meeting I've ever like had.
What are you most passionate about, and how do you incorporate that into your life?
I'm so passionate about entertaining my circle. Like I'm so passionate about entertainment so much that how I incorporate it in my life is like on my daily basis, I make sure the people around me are always smiling, are always happy, and I will do this by sometimes just being silly around them, make fun, make jokes. I'm okay with people like cracking jokes at me. I'm not that person who get mad because I understand like in entertainment you need to be like this person who's open, and so most of the time I try to make like people around me to feel the entertainment in me, like because it's the only way I can show them that it's something I do freely without being pushed, yeah.
I'm so passionate in the fact that I want to make friends each and every day. So my current job as a till operator, that is evolving around making this passionate motive come through. Yeah, like I meet new faces, then I get to interact with them.
Okay. All the best, man.
Thank you.
What's your favorite memory from childhood?
Never giving up.
Like memory. What were you doing?
I like dancing back then.
You used to dance?
Sure.
Were you in like a dancing group or something?
Yeah, we were a group of friends then. We liked whatever music that we had. We just like to dance.
Do you have videos like where when you were dancing to a dog, like memories of the videos and stuff?
No, I don't have the videos yet.
Yeah, my favorite memory from childhood. I had many, but there's this one that always like I remember each and every time. My mom used to leave me with my cousins when she was going to work. So my cousins could take me to their friend's place. It was far. We could walk, I could recall. And I was young. So I was crying, I remember. And they could put for me a movie called Billy Blanks. The actor was Billy. Maybe that's where I got my nickname from. My nickname Billy. From that movie, Billy Blanks. So every time they wanted to go to their friend's place, they could tell me, do I want to watch a movie? I'm like, let's go. So I was always the one coming up with the idea of us going outside. Yet my mother didn't like the idea of us leaving the house. So it's one of the memories that I've lived with. And this is the first place I'm even sharing it with. I'm sharing it. My cousins wakiona, they'll be like, nimechoma picha, but it's okay.
How do you know when a friendship is worth investing in and when it is time to let it go?
I always judge my friendship with when we go through emotional growth, like the emotional growth that comes with friendship when we are there for each other. Because to me, friendship is not all about money, money is like the second part that comes with friendship. To me, friendship is when we can make that money together, So if my friend is always there and ready to support me whenever I have ideas. I'll do the same for him, and I'll put my money for his ideas too. Yeah.
Your friendship is filling in the gap,
Yeah.
feeling the pinch in your.
More than sharing the good stuff like drinking, going to parties, may prefer sharing the life itself.
Yeah, and when it doesn't work, it is when the energy ceases to work together. Yeah. When we don't agree on the ideas we table on, the energy doesn't fit.
Yeah.
So guys, thanks. That was good. How was it?
The questions were like, wow, I never saw them coming, but but I like the experience. I don't mind having them. I don't mind going through it again.
It is tough, the question. I didn't expect the questions. This is being so personal, but then it's okay.
Do you feel a difference in maybe you know something about your friend that you
Yeah. I've also the part of him liking and this man I'm forgetting what he loves art. I never know that, man. I'm into entertainment. So I'm like, yo, ungesema kitambo. But I think I'm going on with a lot of stuff in about him, and yeah, it's an eye opener.